Om Sthapakayo cha dharmasya sarvadharma sarupine avataro varishthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha jananing saradang deving Ramakrishnang jagadgurung padapadme tayo sritva pranamami muhurmuhu Namasri yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Sachi Sukha Sarupaya Swamine Tapoharine. Very revered Swami Suvirananda Ji Maharaj, Vice President of the Worldwide Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, and today's President of this ceremony, revered Swami Bhajanananda Ji Maharaj and revered Swami Girishananda Ji Maharaj, both Vice Presidents of the Global Ramakrishna Order. Swami Bimalatmananda Ji, Swami Dibbananda Ji, Swami Balabhadrananda Ji, Swami Bodhaswarananda Ji, Swami Satyeshananda Ji, Swami Chidrupananda, Swami Krishnanathananda, very respected Sri Srivatsa Goswami Ji, and also two guests are expected by 5 today, Dr. Shoshi Paja, Honorable Minister for Child and Women's Development of the Government of West Bengal, and also Sri Sudhi Banji, who is the member of the parliament of this constituency. And then, of course, our friend, our admirer, our devotee, Sri Suman Sengupta, who is the editor of the famous and renowned renowned Desh Patrika. Now today is 1st May. On this day, Ramakrishna Mission was born 125 years back. This is exactly the place the new baby was born. On behalf of the Ramakrishna Mission, I extend a very, very cordial welcome to all of you who have assembled here today on this auspicious occasion. I call this occasion very auspicious because for today's world, more so for India, Ramakrishna Mission is a historic necessity and divine complicity. 125 years of Ramakrishna Mission is a milestone in the history of modern India. Before I embark on the significance and background of the day, I would like to record our gratitude towards His Excellency, the President of Indian Republic. We go over to our Honorable Prime Minister of the country, Sri Narendra Modi ji, and then we are also equally grateful to Union Home Minister Sri Amit Shah ji. We are very grateful and beholden to His Excellency the Governor of Bengal, West Bengal, and also very illustrious Mamata Bandyopadhyay, who is the Chief Minister of the state. Because they paid rich compliments and tributes to Ramakrishna Mission and its work during last 125 years, and their messages will be read out here today very soon. Through an infallible intuition, Sri Ramakrishna knew, as his disciple Saradananda wrote, that Narendra was his son, his friend, born to carry out his commands, and the lives of Narendra and himself were eternally intertwined with an unbreakable cord of love. In later years, when someone asked Vivekananda about his master, he could only answer he was love personified. And he wrote in his poem dedicated to his beloved master, a song I sing to thee. Yet there in graced gloom of darkest night, yet there with speechless mouth and tearful eyes, thou standest fronting me, and at thy feet I fall on bended knees. Thy servant am I through birth after birth. Vivekananda's loyalty to his master was unique. Such words as devotion and loyalty acquired new significance. While the westernized Calcuttans felt pride with their tidbits of social reform, here was a man, Narendra saw, who even spurned the Vaishnava ideas of compassion to living beings. Compassion to living beings? Sri Ramakrishna asked, is it not blasphemous to show compassion to God, who is ever present in all beings? Sri Ramakrishna reminded the devotees that the new idea of service must be Shiva Gane Jive Seva, and the conscious worship of God that must be. Of Shiva in all humanity. Narendra heard the message and understood that this was the message for humanity today. And for the coming age when men and women, as a result of materialistic culture, would be treated and exploited as merely sensory realities for physical enjoyments and comfort. His lonely wanderings ended in the historic meditation on the last rock of India, a meditation not on God, but on the starving and suffering millions of the vast subcontinent of India, the queen of his adoration. At the height of his world fame, he would roll on the ground at night, all through, leaving a cozy bed and shedding tears for them. It is for them that he was born. To a Westerner seeking religion, he would say, Vivekananda would say, Madam, I am not teaching religion. I am settling my brain to help my people. Whether in east or west, he drifted alone with God, sometimes without a single penny, floating entirely on the mercy of the Lord. He had no fear of anything under the sun. Once, after the parliament of religions, Swamiji stood one moonlit evening on the shore of Lake Michigan. The rare beauty of the white waves splashing against the shore slowly began to lift the mind of the mystic monk to a transcendental realm. He felt the nearness of final samadhi when he could leave his body behind. Suddenly, over the waves, he saw the radiant figure of his beloved master. Vivekananda regained normal consciousness and realized that the task assigned to him was not yet completed. He had no release until the prophetic mission was over. There were miles to go before the final sleep. Sri Ramakrishna once prophesied that the day Narendra would come to contact with human suffering, Narendra will come in contact with human suffering, his pride would melt into infinite compassion. It turned all true, though sometimes tragically. This infinite compassion, Vivekananda himself witnessed every day in his master's life. Sri Ramakrishna never refused his love to anyone who came. saint or sinner. Even when emaciated to skin and bones, the dying Sri Ramakrishna got up and one day and taught someone who came from afar. That was how the dying Buddha too taught a seeker. In Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda saw Buddha and his compassion incarnated. The Swami's letter to Alasinga of November 2nd, 1893 was the first known letter to his countrymen in which he reported his success at the Parliament of Religion. He told that the tribute paid to him by the American people but soon turned to the theme of his heart, the uplift of India. Among the Swami's ideas for the regeneration of India, those that chiefly found expression through these letters to his Indian followers were, number one, the need to raise the masses, giving them opportunities for all-round development without injuring their religion. Two, the need to remove untouchability. Three, the need for the well-to-do to assist the suffering millions. Four, the need to give women opportunities for proper education and self-improvement. Five, the need for the universal spread of the right kind of education. Six, the need to cultivate the material sciences. Seven, the need for technological and industrial development. And above all, eight, the need to give freedom to society for its onward movement. For translating these ideas into reality, he felt the need of an organization. But he was in a dilemma, to be or not to be, to organize or not to organize. He said, if I organize, the spirit will diminish. If I do not organize, the message will not spread. Ultimately, he decided in favor of an organization. That is Ramakrishna Mission. We are here celebrating the glorious completion of 125 years of his journey with its 321 branch and sub-centers spread across the entire world. Before I wrap up, let us salute our beloved Swamiji Maharaj. Let us salute our beloved Swamiji Maharaj. Like a young Napoleon of Vedanta, Vivekananda stood on both the sides of the Atlantic. Like a young Sankara, he radiated the power and bliss of self-knowledge. With Mira's devotion and Beethoven's exuberance, he sang paeans of praise to all saints and sages, to all gods and prophets. Like a young prince, he charmed and elevated whosoever came to him. Like a young Buddha, he could and did enter into the highest transcendence of Nirvana, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, either at Camp Parsi or at London, in the very presence of his listeners. Like a young Christ, he lay stretched on the pyre that he lit for himself after a life of superhuman struggle for the good of humanity. Like a young Shiva, I entered his habitual realm of transcendence after drinking the poison of human suffering. This is the finale of Vivekananda's life. He remains and will remain an eternal symbol of purity, service and renunciation in the fullness of divinity and perfection. His gospel of a new religion, a new man, and a new scripture is being preached through his dream mission, which is named as Ramakrishna Mission. I once again welcome you all to today's program on this historic occasion. Most welcome to all the people on the dais and off the dais. And then, before I wrap up, I extend my pranams, I convey my pranams, I offer my pranams at the feet of most revered President Maharaj, who is for some unavoidable reason not present here this lovely afternoon. And then I must go on to offer my very respectful pranams at the holy feet of Swami Suvirananda Ji Maharaj, who is presiding over these lovely afternoon's proceedings. And with this, I convey, I offer, I extend my best wishes to all our brothers, all our devotees, friends, and admirers who are here, online or offline. With these few words, I would like to say, Sangachadang Sangbadaddhang Sangbamunangsi Janotam. May you move in harmony, speak in one voice, let your minds be in agreement. Thank you so very much. Namaskar, pranams to all.